Hi guys, it's Carol with a K, makeup artist and beauty expert with IC Artistry. Thank you so much for visiting my beauty channel. I hope you will come back often, and please feel free to leave me any comments or questions or requests on any looks that you'd like to see me do here. The second award show is in the can already. During this award season, we had the SAG Awards, and so this tutorial was inspired by one of the looks that we saw there. Lupita Nyong'o, who won Best Supporting Actress for 12 Years a Slave, and she did a fabulous job, and she looked absolutely gorgeous on the red carpet. She had that beautiful turquoise dress, and she had her makeup that actually matched, and that was actually kind of a theme this year at the SAG Awards. It was kind of, everything was kind of matchy-matchy, the makeup and the clothes, which I thought was fabulous. I wanted to show you how you could recreate this on any skin tone. Lupita's got a gorgeous deep chocolate brown skin tone. My skin tone's a little bit more warm than what hers is, so I kind of adjusted my undertones in my shades that I used on my eyes to match my skin tone. But I wanted you to see how we did that, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so the very first thing that I did to prep my skin was to use a little bit of eye cream, which is by Lancome. It's their Visionaire for the eye area. It helps with the dark circles. Face Finishing Moisturizer from Dr. Perricone is going to hydrate my skin but not give it a really oily look. And this is the one that I like to use all the time. So I'm going to prep my skin by using a little bit of primer underneath my foundation, and I'm going to be using this one from Laura Mercier. This is her Radiance primer, so this is going to give my skin that healthy glow underneath my foundation. And I like to apply this just with my fingers, and I mainly usually focus on the area in the center of my face because that's where most of the makeup is going to go. So this is going to give me that kind of a luminous look underneath so that my skin doesn't look really dry. And you can do this with your fingers, or you can use a sponge if you like. Okay. Next, I'm using some corrector from Bobbi Brown, and this is going to go right underneath my eyes, and this is going to help to highlight underneath my concealer. It's going to lighten and brighten and make everything look really even tone under my concealer. I'm using a concealer brush by Chanel and the corrector from Bobbi Brown in the color Deep Bisque. Next is my favorite concealer from MAC in NW45. It's the Select Cover, and it's the one in the pot because that gives me the most coverage. So I'm going to do that next. I apply it with the brush first, and then use the warmth of my ring finger to gently blend it into my skin. So Lupita's skin is not only radiant, but it's also flawless. So I want to get that flawless look. I'm going to use Lancome's foundation, Tintidol Ultra 24 Hour in shade 520 Suede to get that flawless look to my complexion. I like to use the traditional foundation brush, and I just keep blending in short strokes so there's no streaking. And just keep building until I get the coverage that I want with this foundation. So next I'm going to set the foundation using MAC Studio Fix powder, and I'm going to use it straight from the puff, and the color I use is N9. I'm gently pressing the powder in, focusing mainly on the center of the face. The next thing I'm going to use is a little bit of bronzer from Bobbi Brown, and this color is called Deep, and it's number 4, and I'm just going to set it on the outer part of my face here. I'm blending my bronzer mainly into the hollows of the cheeks and then back into my hairline on the outer planes of my face. So now I'm going to start on my eyes, and I'm going to start by using a little bit of primer on my eyelids before I put my shadow on. Apply your lid primer from the lash line all the way up to the brow bone, and you can use your fingers or a brush if you like. Next, I'm going to apply MAC's Electric Eel on the inner corner of my eyelid. Press the color in using your eyeshadow brush, and make sure you get it flush against the lash line. You shouldn't see any space in between there. And focus this color mainly on the center portion of the eyelid from the lash line up to about the crease. So for the outer corner and the crease, I'm going to blend in this kind of a deep purple tone by Kat Von D. It's called Ace of Spades, and it's this one right here. And I'm going to do that into the outer corner and blend it into the crease. Blend it diagonally from the outer corner down towards the lash line, and then blend it back up and into the crease. Blending is really key with this look. You don't want to see where one color ends and the other begins. Blend, blend, blend. So this is just a little bit darker than I'd like it to be. So I'm going to blend in a little bit of this lighter purple tone called Lindsay Jane that's right up here. And I'm going to blend this just right over the top of what I've already done. Just to light. I'm using a MAC brush in number 224 to blend into the crease and just go back and forth like a little windshield wiper in that crease area to really blend the color together. Now I'm just going to take what's left on this blending brush and I'm just going to blend it a little higher up into the crease going towards the brow bone. And that just kind of blends the color in so that it looks more natural. So next I'm going to use a little bit of this taupey gold color from MAC. It's called Honesty, and that's what I'm going to put right under my brow bone. Be really precise with this to accent those brows. So next I'm going to take a little mixture of the two colors that I used in the crease, this Lindsay Jane and Ace of Spades, and I'm going to use that to line under the bottom of my eye. Use a small flat brush and press it right under the bottom lashes and then blend. So using a black eyeliner pencil now I'm going to tight line just under the top lash line, and then I'm going to line a little bit on the top of the eye. You just want to see the intensity of the color here, not so much the outline of the eye. So you want to get in really, really close to that lash line, even drawing into the lashes. So I'm going to fill in my brows just a little bit before I add mascara, because I don't think Lupita was wearing any false lashes. It looked like she just had a lot of mascara on. But I'm going to add just a little bit of brow powder just to make my brows look a little bit fuller. She's got some beautiful, striking brows. I'm using an angled brush here, and I'm focusing most of the color on the inner part of the brow just to fill it in and really make it stand out. So I'm going to use a little bit of Lancome's Oscillation. This is the lash primer. It actually kind of helps your lashes to grow in a little bit. It encourages them to grow. So I'm going to put some of this on, and this is the brush, the one has a little motor on it. Lancome's Power Booster Lash Primer has an oscillating brush head, so it coats 360 degrees all the way around the lash, so you don't have to brush it over the top. Just under the bottom, we'll coat it all the way around. And this is also Lancome. This is their Hypnose. So on my lips, I'm going to be using a color from MAC. It's called Plum Dandy, and I like to apply it directly from the tube. And then I'm going to put a little bit of Lancome lip gloss over the top of it, and this color is called Tickled Pink. It's one of their juicy tubes, and it's going to give it a little bit more of a pink tone. I'm going to add a little bit of Hot Cocoa lip liner from NYX. So this is the complete look inspired by Lupita Nyong'o at this year's SAG Awards. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to leave comments here and as well as on my Facebook page. And if you visit my Facebook page, you will see the photo that was the inspiration for this look. Please come back often and subscribe and visit all of my pages, my Twitter, my Facebook, my website, and of course, this YouTube channel. All right, thank you guys, and hope to see you again. Stay beautiful.